My arrogant daughter-in-law tried to make me cook for 25 guests, but instead of becoming her servant, I locked the house and went on vacation, and afterward, she was humiliated in front of her own family. When I saw that proud smirk on my daughter-in-law's face, my blood ran cold. She was standing there, the whole house seemingly lit just for her desires, and I was nothing more than a servant in her eyes. "It's such a big party. You're the only one who can handle everything," she said, as if I had done nothing with my life. I stayed quiet, a strange fire burning inside me, but my lips sealed. I'd always known she was arrogant, but today she had crossed the line. 25 guests to feed. On a normal day, that alone would push me to my limits. And she thought I'd just give up everything for her? I said to myself, no. I'm not a servant. My life is already full of debts, bills, and caring for sick parents. Every day I've pushed my body and mind to the edge. And today it will not be wasted on someone else's petty human pride. I took a deep breath slowly and said, "I'm off tomorrow. You handle it." Her eyes went wide. That was the moment I decided I wouldn't back down this time. That night I locked the house door, as if she'd think it was just a door, but in reality it was a symbol of my freedom. I grabbed a taxi and headed to a friend's apartment, where there were no expectations, no debts of gratitude, no orders. The streets, the lights, the noise. All of it felt free, and for the first time in days, I breathed a breath that was just mine. The next morning I posted a small picture on social media with a caption, "Took time for myself today." Sometimes that's the bravest thing you can do. I knew she'd see it, and the thought made a smile spread across my face. 2 days later, I heard that her family, who couldn't manage anything without me yesterday, was now scrambling to handle 25 guests on their own. She had called everyone, and there she stood alone, checklist in hand, fear written all over her face. My heart swelled with certainty. I'd never planned revenge, but life had paved the way for me. I realized that revenge isn't just about humiliating others. It's also a reminder to ourselves that we are the masters of our own lives. I had coffee with my friend, we laughed, and I saw the strength inside me that I'd been hiding for years. That night felt like rain-soaked clouds, every pain, every irritation, every exhaustion behind me, and I felt alive and free. When my daughter-in-law saw her own helplessness and failure in front of her family, she panicked more than anyone else. I didn't feel joy that she was humbled. It was a moment to remind her, and myself, that standing up for your limits and dignity is always within reach. On the last day of my time off, I headed back home. The lock was still on the door, but my heart felt light. I opened it, and in her eyes, I saw the same shock and respect I had decided she'd never truly take away from me. I simply said, "It's all right, everything's okay now." No noise, no complaint. Just a quiet understanding. This experience changed me. I learned that you don't have to live life according to someone else's pride or expectations. We all have the power to make our own way, whether small or large. And that power, that self-respect, is the greatest revenge no one can take away. Looking out the window on the last moment of my break, I saw the new paths of my life in the city lights. I silently thanked myself, my strength, that moment when I locked the door and reclaimed my life. That small act, that tiny courage had changed my world. And I knew I would never sacrifice my dignity for anyone's arrogance or stubbornness again.